What's up, F words? F stands for friends. How is everybody doing today? On today's episode of Art Adventures number 30, we are going to keep working on the toy store diorama. Not just that, but we're also going to do a little bit of painting on the graveyard challenge and possibly on the rider. That is the lowrider that I've been working on repainting. It is almost complete. I had to take a little hiatus this weekend because I had some family over, which was really wonderful. But now we're back to the work schedule, and hopefully we'll kick stuff into gear. So again, thank you guys for joining me today. I'm gonna do my best to catch up and surprise myself and do a little bit of extra work, you know. So I'm gonna try and stay focused, give you guys some detailing as I go along with it. But again, doing some grunt work. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Let's get the camera angles we love. Let's get into it. Oh yeah. Let's move this camera around. So what I got right here, pretty much. Dream big, build small. What's up, Corey? How are you? I'm pretty much placing this where it needs to go. This is the molding that's going to go around the building in the front. I mean in the back. I'll show you guys in a bit here. First I gotta glue it down. What's up, Corey? Are you working on your graveyard? I saw that video you posted of the window that you made. I loved it. It was very direct, informative, simple to follow. Kind of inspired me to do it. Roku World, if you guys are watching and need another great DIY crafter, creator, this man, Dream Big, Build Small, is pretty awesome. You can find his TikTok. It is also that name, Dream Big, Build Small. He'll teach you the goods. Oh snap, you're getting prepared for that? I'm so sorry, man. I wish your family good luck and hopefully that everything's okay. I couldn't imagine what you're going through right now, buddy. Keep us updated tonight. You're okay though. So I've glued this down and I'm pretty much going to let that set and dry on its own. So I'm going to move this to the back over here. It's at a Cat 5 right now. Oh my gosh. Like I said, do anything and everything to stay safe, please. I've chosen this beautiful dark blue crafting paper as wallpaper to stand in as wallpaper. This is going to cover the whole ceiling. Type to text is not my friend today. Yes, everybody out there stay safe. Like, I wouldn't even know what to do in those situations, man. I guess just, you know, having a calm mind and being able to be there for the people that really need you at those moments is definitely on the top of my list on what I would need to do to feel safe in those situations. Yeah, exactly. Take a couple of figures. I know that so California a few years ago had really bad fires. The last one that we've had here recently was the car fire, and I know people that had to evacuate their homes because of that. I myself was evacuated on 2 different occasions when, I'm sorry, the last fire was park. The fire that I was evacuated from was car. That one, oh man, it was just not the it was not the move, you guys. It was not very cash money. Nobody had fun. We were all worried about everything. And I'll tell you what, though, one of the things that I took with me was definitely my toy collection. Back then, I was a different type of collector, though, thinking, oh, I'm gonna need this collection to retire one day. I should definitely make sure it's okay and safe. But now, I'm pretty sure the first things that I would grab would be my pets and all that such, and maybe a bag full of toys. You know, the ones that would help me kind of get through it. But for in the most case, I would definitely get a. Sorry, I'm looking at this. I'd definitely get my guinea pig, my rabbit, and my dog out of here. So I just needed to cut this to size, and this is going to be the paper that's going to go on the ceiling, the bottom side, to show from the inside of the toy store. I did buy 2 extra sheets of that. Those sheets are going to go on the backdrop and the sidewall. How do I make a kendo stick? Oh gosh, there's a few ways you can do that. If you get a dowel, oh man, now you got me thinking. Let me get this piece right here so I can show you better. Okay, so Ghosties on top is asking, how do I make a kendo stick? Do you see this right here? So if you go to your local Hobby Lobby shop or whatever, you'll see a bag that has this in it. If not, you can find single dowels. I would suggest getting this kind of dowel for the stick part of it itself, you know. And then if you want to connect it, you can. I've seen different styles of kendo sticks. The kind that are just straight, you know, and they don't have the guard for your wrist or for your hand. So let's go with that one. Basically, all you would need is this. Then you would need to draw the shape of the kendo stick on here, and then just whittle it until it looks to shape. But yeah, get yourself one of these square dowels or a circular one, and go from there. Alpha Wolf says, I care about my figures more than the PS5. Man, right now I would too. The PS5 is not keeping my attention. Kendo sticks out of chopsticks, just cut them up smaller. yeah, that's yeah, depending on the size that you're going for, you know, the scale. A kendo stick is one of those practicing swords, the bamboo swords that people use for practicing kendo. Kendo is a sword, a Japanese sword, or the kendo sticks that you see wrestlers use every once in a while. Yeah, that's what a kendo stick is. He makes his out of chopsticks. That's hey, there you go. Those are probably cheaper too if you go somewhere. I think they hand those out for free at places, so yeah, get yourself some chopsticks. Put this back. I am going to move this section of the store. This over here really quick. I don't need the base, so I'm just gonna stand that up. I can go two different ways with this part. I can use this whole sheet for the wall, or as you see right there, I could use half of it and then give this a whole different look. I can divide it and just have it break off here. You can use some more molding to where it cuts it in the middle. There's so many options. Got 100 of them for $5. Hey, that's pretty awesome. Some homemade kendo sticks. I'm pretty sure it would sell. Let's bring this bad boy back here. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Okay. I'm thinking I got a little too excited. It happens. Okay, guys, don't judge me. Sometimes I get a little excited. I need to put that back together. I need to double check that this isn't going to... Let's look in there. Okay, great. Check what I needed to check. Let's stand this back up. Good. There we go. So what I really need to do is just, I need to measure what this is going to be from this end to the end of this stick, and that it comes out to 9 5/8. Great. So let us find the 9 5/8. I need a backstage for my WWE figures. Oh, for real? Okay. In what style? Dream Big says, if you guys need a tool to cut the wood, I found one, like I used and added it to my TikTok shop. That's what's up. Okay. Is it like this thing? What are these, miter shears? And here we're going to go all the way to 9 7/8. Great. And 7/8. Let's go right there, which will leave me with 2 and 1. Yes, I put it in my 2 styles, with one with X-Acto blades and one with the standard blades. Nice. I'm going to make my own WWE figure YouTube channel. Dude, that'd be awesome. Let us know what it is once you get it going. 9 and 8/8. Will you stop it? You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. I appreciate it. One of these days when I'm like slow brain, I'm gonna fall for it and then just like ruin my thing. And then you're gonna what? You're gonna feel bad, aren't you? You're like, nope. See, I almost did it the wrong way. Mom, he's doing the thing again. How do you feel about my caveman ways? I'm helping you. I just need a bigger ring and a backstage. Yeah, when I was younger, I definitely had those, what are those called? The entrances. There's a specific name for the toy itself. But I had 2 of them. I had the Monday Raw one. You know, with the little, like, the little readers on the bottom where it would start the action figure's theme song. I had that one, and then I had the SmackDown entrance. I think they both did the same thing, and I tell you what, I would annoy everyone in the house with that thing. Those were a lot of fun back then. I'm helping you. Ooh. When so Corey's a pretty well-learned guy. Like he knows what he's doing when it comes to all this, and I believe in like better than I do. And I'll tell you why. He knows the lingos. He knows the name of the tools. He knows a lot more about the math that goes into all this. I kind of just have an idea. I buy stuff, and my mind kind of puts it together, and says. And basically, the audacity that I have tells me I can do that, and it kind of works out, you know. Like as they say, I failed upwards, and I make these projects happen, which I really love that I can do that. But Corey here just has the names down a lot better. I don't want to repeat myself, but This is why I ask him, what does he think about people like me and doing the same thing, you know? So Corey, tell the people, how do you feel about me? Come on, tell them. Did they have sensors like Skylanders? I don't know what Skylanders is, but they did have sensors. The action figures that would activate their theme songs also had like two little metal peg-looking things. I don't really know how to describe them, but they had them at the bottom of their foot, and then they would, you know, you would touch it to the row, to the metal row, on the stage itself, and then it would just play. It was pretty cool, pretty different. I think Super 7 tried to make a Monday Nitro entrance. That was the last entrance that I've seen that was attempted to be made. We are all different places in our hobby journey. The Titantron figures, yes, 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 Alpha Wolf, those. Those, or, you know, they were the bee's knees. If you were a kid back then and you had those, you were it. You were him. Okay. With the power of tacky glue, I shall combine you both. You still have those? That's awesome. Come on. I don't know if I should be using tacky glue for this, or like, should I use Mod Podge for this? Just so I can save some of this tacky glue? Huh. If I use the Mod Podge, it would definitely seal it a lot different. Skylander was a video game that had a platform. You put figures on. You bought different figures, and then they touched the platform, activated the game. What? Okay, okay, that's pretty cool. That's hella cool. Okay. I think I'm just gonna use this tacky glue. Get these corners right here. Honestly, I should probably use Elmer's glue for this. Yeah, I'm gonna get my Elmer's glue. If I can reach it. You know, I bought this a while ago and I haven't used it much, and I wonder why. I'm gonna get something to spread it with. There we go. Tacky glue plus water equals Elmer's glue? I didn't know that. Are you lying to me right now? Don't lie to me right now. Oh, I said, should I use Mod Podge or Elmer's glue for this? For this bit? What? Mind blown, bro. I didn't know. I had no idea. Okay, that's probably way too much. I like playing with glue. Okay. Alright, now we're just gonna try and spread this evenly, and then whatever I don't want on there I'll just throw away. Don't like wasting stuff, but I'm here now. That is so much glue. Goodness. What am I doing with myself? I'm no better than those kids that used to just eat this. Don't eat this, by the way. This isn't a challenge or anything like that. So much glue. I know stuff about WWE. Oh, I see your previous message. Man, so your homeboy has been watching wrestling again, right? I started watching, I forget what, I think Royal Rumble was the first show that I started watching again for, you know, considering like wrestling or whatever. And then after that, I started watching it on Hulu. If you guys don't know, Hulu airs the episode the day after, so you know I was okay with that. But Hulu stopped airing SmackDown on the episode when Bret Hart came back, not to wrestle, but just like, you know, made an appearance. Squeeze out all the next. What? Squeeze it out. Oh my gosh. How dare you? I'm trying. Like that kid trying to hold the lamp for his dad. So as I squeeze this out, no, yeah. So I started watching wrestling again, and then that episode when Bret Hart came, you know, and joined the whatever. That's the episode they stopped airing on Hulu. So I was like, oh, they only did that for SmackDown. I'm okay. So then I find out they did that for Raw. And now I'm just like, no, I don't know what, I don't want to get another, I don't want to subscribe to another freaking, like, I don't want another streaming service. So here I am, suffering because kids these days, I know, right? Here I am suffering because I don't know the story. It's still, like, it's still fresh enough that the last pay-per-view or whatever the heck it's called, they still have the stories that I was involved in or knew about. So I saw Rhea Ripley get her revenge. She lost the match though, so that kind of sucked. I saw Damian Priest won, but he still got jumped, so that kind of sucked. I saw CM Punk won and Macklemore? No, not Macklemore. What's his name? Andrew McIntyre. Man, I've been saying this for the longest time. McIntyre just needs to leave WWE. They're gonna continuously abuse him. They don't play his character. any justice. They make him look like a dweeb. He just shouldn't be in WWE. Not because he's not good. He's good. It's just the way that they treat him. It's like, bro, you're like in a toxic relationship and only your friends see it. I'm home and I have no clue what you're talking about, so I'm going to head out and get some food. Hey man, well thanks for hanging out with me, man. Get your grub on, bro. Get your grub on, bone. Oh. Let's see, do we feel any glue bubbles? Any gloobles? Any gloobles? Any gloobles left? If there is any gloobles left, it's gonna be hard to push out because this has a lot of grooves anyways and pockets in there. That's kind of why I wanted to add more than what I needed, just to make sure it was covering everything inside there. So I hope it got into those pockets. Alright. So we got one of these walls done. The next move to make on this is I'm going to separate these bricks. I didn't think I was going to do it, but I feel like it's just going to be the move to do that. So once this is done drying, I shall. Until then, just gonna put this over here. Let it do its thing. And then we're going to stand this big boy up, bring this guy down. Alright. Okay. You know what? You know what? Have you guys ever watched that show F is for Family? Alright, cool. Okay. For this bit, I'm gonna need my sanding paper. Alright, cool. Now let's okay, so this part's gonna be fun. How do we feel about this now? Okay, I feel a lot better about it. Good. So I need my pen to make these marks. Which this part's kind of crazy because now I gotta shave this off. Okay. Now let's give it another go, see if it fits a little better. Seems to be fitting a little more precisely in there. It's fleshed out, boys. Okay. So then, let's make new marks. Cool. Now that that is made, I can disconnect this, flatten that out a little. Let's cap this glue off for a minute. Okay, now we're going to stand that guy up. There we go. I think first I want to glue down this molding. Make our mark over here too. Now let's get our handy dandy tacky glue. This is how the day goes. When it goes, it goes. This is how my day goes. Do 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 do. gonna throw something else up there. Gosh, that computer's loud. Let's cover our tacky glue, get that out of the way. Get this gross. Let's flip you right on over. There we go. Let's line you guys up. So right now I'm just measuring back here so I can make some proper cuts and get rid of the extra wallpaper that I won't be needing, at least not from this cut. Crazy part is I think I might have to get another piece though, like for real. And this is going to go on the side wall. I mean the backdrop, not the side wall. The side wall is already done. It is drying. Hopefully we won't have any issues with that bad boy. I like drawing cartoon characters and collecting figures. Hey, that's cool, man. What's the last cartoon character you drew? You see my cardboard diorama I made long ago? I don't recall. I'm trying to remember, but I don't recall, bud. Is there a video you can tag me on? Or maybe you already did and I just don't remember seeing it? You guys ever heard of Floater, the band? This band. Woo. And the singer has such an amazing voice. I went and watched them for one of their album reveals. The music was great. I had an issue where I had an issue with my party, so that kind of sucked. But other than that, the reveal was pretty dope. Came home with some art. Local street vendor. Gave my hubby a pretty good deal. Okay, so here I'm gonna write top, just so that I don't forget. Let's move some of this out of the way. Yeah, you can hang out on the floor, it's alright. Or how about right there? There you go. Don't need those scissors no most. I don't need scissors no most. And here, I made a WWE ramp and brick wall. I drew, and it's a mini apartment too. What? That's pretty cool. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna put it on the paper. I'm trying new things today. I don't know if I should be, but I am. I feel like it's the same shenanigans, but hey, you know, I try something different, so. What's up, Jordan? Today, I'm just doing a little bit of this and that. Wishing I had more arms so that I could craft twice as fast. Like, I'm really saving up so that I can afford some robot arms, you know? Did you ever have one of those kids at school that would talk like that? You're like, why? I have you. You mock me now, but wait until I get that surgery. You dare mock me. No. Todavía no. Just gonna spread that over here, spread that over there. Get my eyes out through my little fingers. Get my eyes out, somebody's touching me. Through my little fingers, all through my little fingers. Okay, so I'm not the biggest fan of what I just did, but it feels like it's working a lot better, so. We're gonna go with it. Which is crazy, because after you add the glue and you stretch it, like you get rid of all the bubbles, you know, this actually ends up stretching the crafting paper, which I was not anticipating. Cool of that though. I made a lot of stuff out of cardboard. That's what's up. When I was in school years ago, my art teacher and I make art fast, and it looked really good. Yo. That's pretty cool, dude. Did you go to art school, or you mean like high school? Like, what are we talking about? My art style, just to fill in the silence here, I guess, or whatever I'm trying to say. My art style has definitely changed a lot since I was younger. It started with just drawing action heroes. I started with drawing cartoons that I used to watch. Sometimes I would trace pictures that I found in magazines that I thought were pretty cool, and then, you know, color them in differently. My dream was always to create my own comic book, my own franchise, maybe. It was a lot of fun figuring out my art style as a kid, ever evolving and never really settling on just one. It was a struggle to keep it consistent in one style, but I was very consistent in always drawing, at least, you know. That part I really enjoyed. I love expressing myself artistically, and, you know, I always implore people to do so themselves. There's definitely something awe-inspiring about artistic expression, especially when you see someone really living in that moment, in that expression, and having some thoughts beyond it looks cool to share with you about it. The day that it changed, I couldn't tell you the date, but I know that it changed because I ended up taking one-ups, you know, those, what's it called? Silent, or I forget the name. But I took those, the same thing that Mario would take, and they changed my style completely. It went from comic book characters to colors and beams of light and alien worlds. It was really changing. It was revolutionary for my mind to go through that, because it was a lot of ego death that happened with that vision quest. And then I found a consistency in my style, colors mixing with one another in chaotic ways. It was more about a flow of mixing colors than it was for a solid picture to appear, something that your eyes could swim through and just always find something new to admire. The chaos of my art style was my favorite for a long time. To this day, I really enjoy that, seeing my older work. A part of me really appreciates what I went through. Yeah, in high school I draw cartoons now. I tried to make a comic book in high school, didn't turn out good. Hey man, you just gotta keep going at it. It's never too late, right? It's never too late. But on that note, that's I don't know if they still do it now, but when I was a kid, we had the senior project. You can probably guess that what I did for my senior project was a comic book. I drew and illustrated my own comic book. It was in black and white, and the story could have been better. But because I hadn't, mind you, I only knew comic book characters that we saw in TV shows like Spider-Man. So when I created a gang of teenagers that were sent to collect souls from people who refused to give up their part of the bargain that they made with that world's, I guess, dark being. I don't want to say Satan, but more so like the keeper of the underworld. Some of the kids there who did read comics were telling me, "Hey man, you're like spoofing Spawn," and I was like, "What the heck is Spawn?" Back when I was younger, I was religious, or should I say spiritual, and there was just things that I was not exposed to yet, Spawn being one of them. Or maybe I was and had forgotten about it. But that was basically what my story was about. This group of teenagers who worked for this being that were tasked to retrieve souls of those that were going back on their deal. I've always loved anti-heroes, and for that I think that's why I decided that whole aspect of it. Because the people that they went to visit to retrieve their souls from, well, they were in the verge of flipping, I guess, switching teams. An evil general that saw that he was harming his country more than helping, and that the deal that he made didn't go the way he wanted it to, and that he was going to use the remaining of his powers to do good. But because it would hinder the overall plans of the man that gave him his powers, he decided to send the hunters after him, preventing him from doing that exactly, from using his powers as a general to help out his country. So these characters weren't just, you know, bad to be bad. They had character depth and character growth within the comic book that I wrote. But those have always been my favorite type of stories. People changing for the good or for the worse, coming to terms with it, and either being okay or growing and growing or self-destructing from it. I tried to make a comic book and right? Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, I still have that comic book. In fact, I read it every once in a while, and I'm not gonna lie, I get the cringe from it. I get the oh man, this is what I did in high school cringe feeling. But it's also inspiring, you know, because I don't know if I tried to write anything now, if it would be that creative or that bold. But I hope it would be, because there's a lot to be said, you know, for a teenager's creativity, at least for mine back then. It was very ambitious, wore my heart on my sleeves, and wasn't apologetic about the decisions that I made, and I certainly wasn't an overthinker about it either. I would say, yeah, that sounds and feels good right now, and stick to it, instead of changing my mind halfway into it and starting the story all over again, which happened occasionally when I tried to retell the story. Okay, here we're going to add some I'm only going to need 2. We're going to add some, what's this one called? Alright, some baseboards. Oh. I can't whistle, my mouth is all dry. I rushed the comic book then because it was about to be due. I have mine too. It's called 24 Hours in Hell. That sounds like a dope name. That sounds really dope. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure, yep, that's something I was afraid of. I'll show you guys in Roku land. So I measured and I cut the wrong line, which is totally fine because we're going to use our baseboard to cover up that mistake and align it like this. So that'll be that's fine. That is totally fine. But before I add that baseboard, I need to make sure that this is the proper line for me to align it to. So let's get our the corner and push this like so right into place. Sometimes you gotta go higher, sometimes you gotta go low. seems to be the right place for that. Okay, it's alright, I'm just making sure that these are aligned properly before I make these marks. Okay, there we go. Now I can move this out of the way, a little more out of the way. Oh, snap. That's crazy. Okay, was not expecting that. Let's push that back again to make sure. We want to measure twice and cut once, right? All that jazz. Okay, well, looks like that is the proper space to go to. That's fine then. Let's put this back. Well, actually, hold on, let's see. Let's see what these two walls look like together. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I do like that. I do like that a lot. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. This is like the only Ted Nugent song that I like. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Okay. Huh. Okay. Okay. Well, that's just how that's gonna have to go, because that's how things go. Is that pushing? Is that touching the wall though? Let's push this all the way back. Let's help this move. I see. Okay. Here's a small dilemma. So what I can do here is probably shave one of these corners right here. But again, what's important right now though is for me to make sure that the bottom is aligned to what I need it to be. So let's help this guy go this way a little bit. It looks aligned. It does. Good. The only good thing about my comic book was the front page. Don't feel like that. Don't let it discourage you. You should feel good that you got it out there, you got it started, you put it out into the world. More importantly, it's living, you know, in your head, just waiting for you to revive it. This looks like it's slightly lower than I want it to be. Okay. That part's on me. I should have been a little bit more aware of that itself, but let's check this out real quick. Awesome. There we are. There we go. Yep. Okay. So, whoa. Okay. I have found the patch for this. Don't know who's all in here. Thank you guys. I am patching up this diorama piece right here. Let me show you guys what I got going on though. So that's gonna look pretty awesome. I gotta add this molding, make sure I cut it properly at the corners here. Once I do that, I can glue them down. I do gotta size this up though, so some measuring to do. The floor is something I really need to think of right now before I get too far into this. So check it out. If I, well, let's just say I want to add wood to the floor, right? A wood floor. Wouldn't that be awesome? I think it would look awesome. I got all sorts of things that I can use for that. Mainly I kind of want to use these popsicle sticks, just so that it could all be wood. So I would have to measure those, put these down as many as I had to, you know, until I got all the way over here. I don't know. I feel like it'd be pretty dope to do that. What do you guys think? If I just did all wood? Of course, I'd be cutting the tips off of these just so that they were actually flat tipped instead of round. Oh man, this song always does it for me. After I got fucking cheated on, this song would always make me cry. It took me a while to break that. Oh shit, Mac's in here? What's up, Mac? The Mac Daddy's in here. Can you see the comic book I made? I mean, sure. I'll make a video of it instead. Yo man, you see what I'm doing? Giving this a shot. I want to make sure. I'm not gonna lie, even that kind of wood color looks pretty awesome right there. The natural wood color. Like straight up, it looks pretty dope. I'm digging that. I am digging that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So that doesn't look like that exactly. It looks like I'm gonna have to cut one of them at like 4 inches or 5, and then the others at like 3, and then I'm just gonna have to do 1, 5, 3, 5, 3, you know, like back and forth like that. Yeah, that looks pretty dope. I'm digging that. I think I found it. I think I found what I'm gonna do with that. Yeah. So now I just gotta I gotta cut these up. How many am I gonna need? 4, 8, 12. Come on. And then 17. So like 34 of these. I'm gonna need 34 of these bad boys. Alright. Don't do the seam down the middle. No, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. All my collectibles and figures are worth more than my PS5. I bet. Yeah, I bet, man. Like, I know for sure all of my collectibles are worth more than my PS5. Even with all the games that I have included. Yeah. That's gonna look dope. Dope. I'm gonna need my sanding paper for this though. Yo, did anybody watch? Did you guys watch Bad Blood or what? No, we got Bad Blood. Okay, let's see. How well am I doing just shaving this off myself? It's like a little bit more from this side. Honestly, it was kind of fun seeing Dominic hang like that. Rhea Ripley just taking swings at him like a piñata. Which in a way, I mean, it's kind of racist, right? Because like they had a Mexican guy be a piñata, like... What's this gonna be? Hello, Soccer Mama. How are ya? Hope you're doing well. Mac, this is going to be a toy store. I have a signed figure in the box worth $50. Dang, bro. Let me show ya. Mac, if you're still in here, check this out really quick. Pardon me, I got the hiccups. Good. And you? I'm doing well. Can't complain too much. Yeah. What's it called? I just gotta add some more layers to here. I forget, is it called a seam? I wanna add a seam to I want to add, like, I have a rooftop. Here's my rooftop. I obviously haven't done much to this yet. But yeah, like if you see my hand, I'll put an action figure next to it. I made this to be for 6-inch and 7-inch action figures. Here's my Diamond Select Bruce Lee, and then we got Ryu. This door opens. Thank you. I kind of want to make the front yellow, or maybe, I don't know, maybe gray even? Yeah, maybe gray, like a dark gray. But yeah, I just want the ceiling to be detachable, and I want this to be, I wanted this to be one piece. But yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. This, I might just get like some wood stain and then use it on it after I glue them down. Oh, I just saw your comment. Thank you, Mac. I'm trying, bro. I am freaking trying, you guys. This is, I kind of slowed down on production because I had, you know, my birthday, then my anniversary, and then my guinea pig died, and then I had family over. So that the last month and this month have been a little slow. Otherwise, I think I'd be a lot further. I'm not trying to make excuses, but you know, it's just life. Life hit me. Life hit me real hard. But I'm back on it, and hopefully I can have this done by the end of this month. Yes, I could pull the whole thing off. Let me show you. I mean, you saw how it was originally, right? And this is going to be a toy store. It's going to have shelves. This is one piece. All of this is one piece. But yeah, you could, I don't know if you're going to have stop motion in there. This is going to be for Action Figure AF. I don't know if he wants to use this for stop motion, but I know that he can take this part off, or the ceiling, to, like, you know, move characters around in there. I originally had the idea of this being 3 different pieces, but then I was like, you know what, that might be complicated. Just put them all in one. Osaka Mama, thank you for that rose. And for joining the team today. That's what's up. Leon Bologna. Bologna. How are you, bro? I really appreciate that, the hangout, guys, and checking in on me. But yeah, I'm just like double checking what how long this is gonna be. I think when I was putting this piece together, though, that corner over there kind of warped a bit, so now it's like leaning more this way. That was a no-no. So I'm trying to make sure that whatever I have to do, like the corrections for the inside, match that lean. It's not a deal breaker, you know, but I could have been more vigilant about that. How are you? I'm broke and I'm hating it, man. That's how I am. That's the only reason why you haven't gotten your diorama. I'm broke, I'm hating it, and yeah. Other than that, I'm great. It's all Gucci, baby. Just don't ask my therapist the same question. Just get a whole bunch of Genja bricks and make a house. Later, Mac. Take it easy, man. Thanks for chilling with me. I mean, if it was that easy, right? But then it's not as creative. So right here, I gotta sand just a smidgen. Last night I had a dream that I was in Skyrim, but not like the actual Skyrim, that I was the player that I created in Skyrim, or like a new profile, and my old profile was hanging out in one of the houses that I built, and he was like, so, you're just gonna make a new profile, forget about me, huh? It was the most awkward shiz ever. What's up, Jay? I am on my bowl again, trying to make this stuff match. Alright, that's better. Whoa, whoa. How are you crazy cats doing today? Alright, Leon, you have a good one, brother. It's all good here. You tired? I believe it. You know, I'm tired, but I'm tired of my own bowl. I'm tired of myself. I'm tired of being weak. Tired of being scared. No. Tired of being tired. I'm tired. I'm tired, Grandpa. Well, that's too dang bad. Yo, I was thinking that this Sunday... Oh, actually, no, we have a thing this Sunday, you and I. But I was thinking maybe the Sunday after that we could all get together again and share scary stories. Paranormal stuff that's happened to us. Or just, you know, kind of sit around a campfire type of stuff. I want to make some videos tonight, but I know I'm probably just plop on the couch. Hey, man. If you gotta recharge, recharge. Recharge them batteries. Come back even greater the next time. You got one? Yeah, you see? Yeah, man, I would love to do that for this season. Oh, shoot. Okay. That's one. Then I need to do that again. I'm only a fool for you. Then I found it. Yeah, what? Yesterday I lost my wallet, but then I found it. Okay. You got me. You're like... My favorite campfire story was the one that Quagmire was telling around the fire. And then talking about the lady that he was just with revealed that she had children. That's like you. I was like, oh, Quagmire. No Name Misfits is back up in this. What is up, buddy? So, when I glued this to the wall, I glued it slightly shorter than I needed to. Like, literally that much shorter. So that's why I'm adding these pieces to the top. Huh. Earlier I was watching The Curse of La Llorona. Have you guys ever watched that movie or had a Llorona experience? Okay. Well, how's your guys' Monday going? I feel like mine's decent.
Whoa.
There you are. So then I need to mark this guy up right over here. Huh. Okay. We're just going to align this right here. There we go. Oh, are you serious? I moved it. Darn it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was ready, kind of. There we go. Oh, I just saw Dross Beef is in here. What's up, Dross? Where is that? Where's that glue at? There we go. So moments like these aren't like ideal. I don't like having to go back and correct my work, but sometimes this is just part of the gig. You don't get everything right the first time, and sometimes, you know, you make silly little mistakes like that, but luckily if you catch them in time, you can always correct them. While you're still on the cutting table. You guys can probably tell a lot of thinking goes into this, and sometimes the thinking escapes you and you just go for it. Which is a method I love to use. I'm not gonna lie. I've said this before, the first cut is always the hardest to make because you're worried you're going to mess something up. But, you know, making more of these continuing to work always makes you a little more confident in what you do, which is always great, because who doesn't appreciate that kind of confidence? You know what I mean? Like you gotta have that confidence, that conf. Young push out. That's what I'm not gonna. We're not gonna do this part right here. Alright, I experimented, wasn't the move. Now we can adjust how we see it. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Another one of those times where you're just like, oh, probably shouldn't have done it that way. But I did. So we're gonna forgive ourselves and just correct it as we go. Finally home. That's what's up, man. Hope you're... Get your rest, bro. Get your rest. Okay. Alright, so this trim is definitely going to be painted white. I'm just going to cover this up and then paint it all at once. I really just want to put stuff together today, not lose too much sleep over it. What's up, man? You making this for yourself or? No, Deadpool Fix, how are you? I'm actually making this as a commission. This is for a good friend named Action Figure AF. He's been pretty patient with me, checking in on me every once in a while while I work on this. So I spent all that time doing that. Honestly, I just wish I could move a little quicker. You know, like, why didn't God give me Shiva arms? You know? I would have been okay with it, God, if you gave me 4 arms. Did I work on the car today? Nope. I will after this though, cause yeah, boy needs a little break from working on this. But you see, Taven had a problem. He just... Besides, that car is almost all the way done. You've seen it like this. You see that wheel? I need to smoothen that out and then paint all the scuffs out. Which I'm thinking of just turning the whole rim gold, because I kind of like the way that gold popped off. I used the rub and buff for that rim, for this right here. It used to be a lot more yellow. But yeah, I kind of want to turn the white gold. I don't know. Other than that, there's not really much to do before I finish it, which is probably the reason why I should finish it, honestly. But yeah, just doing little things like touching this up to be completely silver, touching up the sides right here, whiting out or fully, like, you know, painting these gold, the rims. Other than that, everything else is done. And I don't know if you heard me say, but my 3D printer took another shit, so I haven't been able to print out that D that I wanted. The printer is keeping you from the D? Okay, I don't like that. Alright, I set myself up for that one. Unlocked down like a penitentiary. But yes, you see what I must do to get this going. Which I'm just like, might have to trim this back down a bit. But I ain't trying to disrespect or nothing, but I got to get to my paying customers first. I started the lowrider a little. I started it before the others, and obviously it was my choice to do that. But I really need to kick those into gear, otherwise I'm gonna be the a-hole of that story. I had a question about 3D printers. What is it? How do head sculpts work? Do you have to draw it, then print it out, or how does it work? Oh, okay. You need a few things for that. Like, you need a program where you can do 3D modeling. From that 3D modeling, after you're done doing all that, that's a whole can of worms on its own. You need to get the files that you can send to your printer. If you send it to a 3D printer, yes, it will print it, but it's going to print it in the style of PLA. And PLA, you can tell that has layers. Here, I'll show you. So, do you see this? Do you see those layers? That's from PLA, right? Obviously, you can get smoother layers. There's settings that you have to work through to get that. But if you want your characters' faces to come out smooth like that, you're gonna need a resin printer. That resin printer is gonna be able to print head sculpts a lot better than a PLA printer. I have a PLA printer because I decided to get I decided to use that for accessories, not actual head sculpts or action figures. So if you are going to get a 3D printer and you want it for head sculpts, resin printer is the way you want to go. Alright, we got 6 minutes. I'm going to shut down the Roku. Alright, Roku. Thanks for chilling with me again. I know you got a pretty crummy view today, but I had to use a lot of this space for the project that I was working on. You got to see that I added some wallpaper to the backdrop and to the side wall. I added the molding. I'm about to add the baseboards and move on from there. Hopefully I'll have some more progress to show by tomorrow or the next episode, which will be episode 31 of Art Adventures on Wednesday from 2 to 4 Pacific time. Come and join me then. You'll see what I have going there. And pretty soon here I will be taking a break from doing dioramas on Roku, and I will be doing a few illustrations, hopefully some smaller ones and, you know, other big size ones because I like those big boys. And aside from that, I'm David the Caveman. Thank you for joining me. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll see you on Wednesday.